BrowserQ is the companion application to the IntelliQ Data point of sale and CRM system. What it does is gives you access to both your IntelliQ system and the Sprint ISC portal and resource tools all from the same application. This is done by allowing for a specialized custom browser specific to the industry that you belong to and can be used for any business, for any process that is done via the web. In this case, we are using a secured, enclosed application to be able to access both the IntelliQ system as well as all of the Sprint ISC portal tools. One of the things that you should know is that the IntelliQ system and the BrowserQ itself is one of the most secure and sophisticated systems ever created. No individual employee or user can access the Sprint ISC portal without the express consent of the organization that has the BrowserQ. In this case, it would have to be you as a Sprint dealer. These individual applications can reside only on computers that already have access to the portal via their DARA certificates. When you log into the IntelliQ system through the BrowserQ, it allows you to create an individual audit trail for each user as they are accessing both your point of sale system as well as any time they enter the Sprint system. Let's show you how that would work. I, as an admin from the IntelliQ, am logging into this particular test site. Once I log in, you will see it immediately takes me to what I'm already familiar with, the IntelliQ Data point of sale system and CRM system. This is our dashboard that you're already familiar with inside of the IntelliQ web-based system. Up at the top, you'll see the IntelliQ tab in the left-hand corner. So this is always going to be your home page. One of the things you know is at the very top of the screen, we see that I have logged in as the IQ admin at Wireless Store 1 on this particular terminal, which is named the Terminator. So the Terminator is the individual computer that I am using. So the audit trail has now started. Now anything that I do inside of the IntelliQ system is completely trackable for all of the usage done on the individual user side. Now what's going to make this unique is not only can I access all of the tools from IntelliQ, whether it's point of sale, the accounts, the marketing, the search, the time clock, the reporting features, any of my customer data, but now I also am going to have access to all of the Sprint ISC portal tools and resource tools. So anytime I need to perform an activation, an upgrade, an account lookup, a Wyatt check, a buyback check, an eligibility check, any of those tools can be accessed right from the BrowserQ application without having to go into an individual browser to do that. One of the things that you should know about the IntelliQ Data BrowserQ is that it essentially is your own personal business browser. You can see that we have taken away all navigation capabilities to go to any other website on the web. So if you are looking for your employees to do business on only the sites that you want them to do, they cannot navigate away from the IntelliQ system or the Sprint resource tools. This BrowserQ functionality has limited them to only the sites that you have pre-approved for them to access. It's essentially a B2B web browser specific to your industry. Now, when I want to access the Sprint resource tools, I can't access them by simply clicking the tabs because I haven't logged into the system first. One of the things that you're going to know about on the security side is that all of your ISC usernames and passwords are stored securely by you, and you never have to give them out to your individual employees. Because the employee is only given the IntelliQ username and password, they can then use the centralized password keeper to access the Sprint resource tools without them ever knowing what they are. That's important to know because this system completely eliminates the possibility for a phishing scam. We know that your carrier Sprint is very concerned about employees being tricked and fraudsters calling individual stores and having employees give out those sensitive usernames and passwords. During use of the IntelliQ system, that possibility is completely eliminated because no employee ever has to have those passwords ever again. Not only that, Once they're in the system, you know all of their actions because we're recording them inside of the BrowserQ functionality. So if I wanted to access the Sprint system, I would simply click on the padlock to log me in, and then I will be able to click on the individual tabs that will take me to the different resource tools. We will get to that in a later demo. But for the purposes of this introduction, we just want to introduce you to the BrowserQ, the individual IntelliQ dashboard, and all of the resource tools that you have access to inside of the Sprint system.